Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining the She is Hope LA She is series workout class today with the lovely Carmen Miranda of Intuitively Fit. She is going to be doing a class on finding your core, reviving your energy, boosting your confidence, and taking back your power. She's been in this industry for 15 years. We've been getting to know each other very well with all that we're doing with this nonprofit and the boutique. I'm very grateful to have met you, Carmen. Thank you for being a part of She is Hope LA and teaching the class today. Please Go ahead and take it away.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be here with you all. Thank you for having me. Yeah, this is great. Such a great cause. Super honored to be a part of this. So today we're basically going to begin with just a little bit of conversation, a little talk, starting basically with, who I am and how Intuitively Fit came about. And then we're just going to kind of go into, the power of how intuition can actually support our energy and boost our confidence and all of those juicy things. And from there, we're going to lead into a meditation and like a nice awesome workout. So stick with us. This is going to be a fun one. So I'm Carmen, founder of Intuitively Fit 360 Coaching, and I help women who are struggling to maintain their energy and also struggling to release and keep off weight for the long term. And I do this by encouraging them to listen into their body's cues and strengthen their intuition on what's going to work specifically and enjoyably for them. Intuitively Fit pretty much came about because I've been in the fitness industry for over 15 years now. And if I'm being completely honest with you, the first half of those years, I was pretty unhealthy myself. I was struggling with depression. I was struggling with low energy. And I was also struggling with some body image issues, which led me to yo-yo dieting and obsessive training, and then ultimately straight up burnout. In our society, we are constantly bombarded with the media's messages of who we should be, how we should look, what we need to be doing to look and play like this ideal and accepted role, right? And as a trainer, this was an even higher expectation. There's like this crazy idea, right, that in order to be fit and healthy and strong, that means you have to look like some Instagram fitness model. And though that is far from the truth, it is actually something that so many people really believe. It's something that I believed for so long, and it's something that so many women that I talk to and, so many women that I work with, they have this idea in their head as well, which can actually be quite detrimental to someone who's trying to achieve a certain fitness goal or work towards something like they have a fitness plan going on. And if they're realizing that their own body is not achieving these desired results from this perspective, what you should look like, someone can actually feel like, I don't want to do this anymore and give up on their dreams. It's really stressful, and I've seen it happen before. And so what happened with me is, I had this skewed perception of fitness and wellness, right? And so I would torture myself with workouts and on and off dieting, which I consider I call gym culture dieting. You've probably heard of it. Kind of looks like high protein, like protein shakes, protein bars, super low carbs, constantly counting calories, measuring everything. I was overwhelmed. I was consumed by this. And, from the outside perspective, looking in, someone could be like, oh, Carmen's super healthy. But honestly, that's far from the truth. And nor was I any happier sort of living this life. I unconsciously did this to look and be someone that I wasn't, someone that my own physical body type wasn't, my physical makeup and my genes, because we have to understand that all of that, plays a role in our fitness and our wellness and our results and our goals. But I did this to, achieve something that was outside of myself. And because I was unhappy, I was swinging back and forth between emotional eating and then the yo-yo dieting, back and forth, just like a pendulum. So, this on top of, I had some other things going on in my life, and then, was struggling with this. I kind of was really just in a dark place, super unhappy. I hit a rock bottom point that, some people can relate to, dark night of the soul, if you will. And so, I had a discussion with my doctor. I had an appointment, and I kind of sat down and talked to her about what I was going through. And she was this awesome, crunchy, holistic, hippie kind of doctor. And she, she looked at me and she goes, Carmen, if you're open to it, I would like to suggest that you really start to learn more about living mindfully, learn about mindfulness, and really learn how to listen to your intuition. And then she gave me this book recommendation. And I'm over here like, intuition, mindfulness. All right, cool. Like, I'll humor you on this. So I went home and, I read the book that she recommended. And then from there, I really kind of went on this like journey into really exploring and understanding the depth of being mindful and how important and powerful it is to listen to our intuition, that deep core gut knowing. And then I realized how much in my life I had completely ignored my intuition, right? How, and particularly when it comes to health and wellness, how many times when I was like trying to do things that was not in alignment with me, how many times my body's cues had been saying no to me, right? And how many times my intuition had been saying no to me. But the media and the magazines, they were saying yes to me. And, the Instagram fitness model who had like the bigger, plumper ass than me, like she was saying yes. So, everything that I was working towards was like not in alignment with who I was and was like coming from far outside of me. I was always looking for my own answers everywhere else. So from there, I kind of went on like this deep rabbit hole journey, if you will, and started to, seek out and become a part of like retreats and communities that really put wellness first, not the way your body looked. And I gave myself that permission to, experiment and explore with exercise and movements that actually I enjoyed and that actually felt really good in my body. And I learned what true nutrition is, not diet culture. I kind of released that diet culture idea and really learned how to listen to my body's cues around food and what foods bring me energy. And I learned to replace and release my emotional eating habits. And actually, one of the tools that I did use for that was mindful eating. So at the end of this, I'm actually going to drop the link to a free gift that I have for you. It's the mindful eating guide that I put together. So that might be helpful if you're experiencing something similar. So, just coming back to it and kind of closing this part of it, I was on, it was a journey. Like that whole experience was a journey, and I'm still kind of on this like journey. But if I'm being honest with you right now, with the life changes that I made, I'm the most happiest, the most healthiest, and the most energized and most connected to myself that I've probably ever been in my adult life, even without the six-pack abs. So, what I realized is that when in order to release weight and keep it off for the long term, in order to maintain your energy, in order to sustain a fitness plan, you really have to know yourself, right? You really have to know what types of movements and exercises work for you, what types of foods work for you, and how to rest and relax for you. And really start to trust that you have the answers to what you need within, and you just have to learn how to listen in a new way. And, be willing to release all the outside noise and all the cookie cutter diet plans and the way everyone tells you things need to be, and trust that you have the answers within, and be willing to give yourself that permission to free yourself, if you will, from the guilt and the shame around the idea of not doing it right, because your right might actually be different than your neighbor's is right, because there's no one size fits all to fitness and wellness, and that's okay, right? See, when your fitness plan and your wellness plan comes from within you, what I've seen, what I've learned is that you are much, much more likely to stick it out for the long term. And that's, that's how Intuitively Fit came about. And that's how I shifted my perspective around fitness and how I work with women and my clients moving forward now. And, through this, moving into our talk, which is, finding your core, reviving your energy, boosting your confidence, and taking back your power. All of that comes from listening into your intuition, right? So by now you've heard me express intuition and listening into your body's cues and how important it is to really listen into that core knowing. Yet so many women ignore it, especially around their energy levels and especially around their wellness needs. I know this is a community of moms, of single moms, I'm not particularly a single mom. I'm not a mom at all, but I am the daughter of one. And, when I was 10, my mom packed a few bags with some of our things, and we fled from my father off into the middle of the night to a domestic violence shelter in another state. And we spent a year in the shelter system on a journey to transition into our new lives. And I remember I was this curious young girl, so I was constantly watching my mom closely. And I was watching the other moms in the facility as well, super curious. And what I noticed was that they were all really stressed and tired, and giving every inch of energy that they had within themselves to find their way into their new way of living, right? They were taking care of their kids. They were learning to be on their own while also grieving for themselves and the life that they just left. These moms were physically, mentally, energetically, and emotionally drained. It was all over their faces. I was super nosy, so I was always around. It was in their conversations. And, I was quite empathic since I've been a kid. So it was in their energy field. Like, I can feel the tired and the density, around them. And what I do remember looking back now is that what I realized is that not once did I hear any of those counselors or any of those staff, encouraging my mom, encouraging these women to take care of themselves, right? Or, they weren't given that permission to put themselves first sometimes. They didn't provide any guidance or tools around wellness, health, self-care, or the importance of nurturing their mental and emotional health. I always wonder looking back now that if at that very vulnerable stage that my mom was at and that these women were at, if they had, if they had been given that permission to nurture themselves, I really wonder how different their journey would have been through all of that. And, now things may be a little different 20 plus years later. We may hear a little bit more about self-care and wellness, but honestly, it's still not enough. You don't have to live in a shelter system to be a woman, or, to be a woman or a mother experiencing absolute burnout, absolute disconnection from yourself and your own needs. I see it every day in the women in my family. I see it in my communities and in the women and moms that they come to me for support. This might even be you. No matter how much your body and your intuition is telling you that you're tired and you're about to burn out, you just keep going until you literally get sick. You might even be on such autopilot with your attention on everything and everyone else but yourself that you probably can't even hear your body's cues and intuitive messages at this point. And if you do, you might even be ignoring them out of guilt. The fact is, when you take the time to listen in to what you need and honor that, when you take the time to schedule your own wellness needs and put yourself first, even some of the time, you can show up and take on life so much more stronger, aligned, and confident. When you are feeling your best, you can literally rule the world. Your kids need you well, mamas. Your dreams, your desires, your visions, they need you well. Most of all, you need you well. And your intuition has probably been trying to tell you that. You deserve to be well and energized and healthy and clear and confident and focused to make the best decisions for yourselves, for your families, and for your creative ideas. I'm going to be really real with you here. When you ignore your intuition, that feeling in your core, you're giving your power away, literally. What that's saying is that everything else is more important than those intuitive nudges and body's cues that are screaming for your attention. Doesn't that feel kind of sad? That your needs are falling in last place? Aren't we tired as women in general of giving our power away? You are worth way more than that, and you deserve way more than that. Ignoring your own needs and putting everything else first is not always an easy habit to break or to replace. And honestly, it's not your fault. It's a generational pattern. And there's this idea that women are simply caretakers, but we are not just that at all, right? Not only are we held in generational patterns of caretaker and putting everyone else first, but we are also living in a time where women are stepping up into the workforce, into our own creative badassness, but it doesn't feel like there's room to balance the old ideas and the new without completely drowning. Yet there is. It just takes time, it takes patience, it takes practice to make it part of your life. It's literally a skill set. You deserve to be well, and you are needed to be well. So if you feel like you've been struggling to maintain your energy level or to take time to honor your body's needs and your mental, emotional, and physical health needs, but you know that something needs to change and it needs to change now, I'd like to offer you some tools to consider. First, you really want to give yourself that permission to say yes to yourself more. This has to be an intentional choice. It's time to get out of your head and move into your body, and intentionally decide that you're going to start making some small, gradual changes to practice making your own needs a priority. The second thing you want to do is be prepared. So whether we're talking about exercise or nutrition or mindfulness, a good way to start adding in more time for yourself is to prepare and to schedule yourself in advance. So for instance, like with exercise, have a class or an activity that you enjoy already set on your calendar, and try to have it conveniently located so that you're not spending hours like in traffic or, trying to get there. And that like makes you like lose all the motivation. And you also want to have your workout and your exercise clothes ready and visible to make the process much more easier to just like go ahead and do. Around nutrition, one thing to look at is like when you're going on your grocery runs, remember to think about yourself, not just your kids. So what types of foods can you buy that can fill you with more energy? Can you grab more fruits and easily prepared veggies and snacks? And always have energy boosting nutritious snacks on you so that you're not grabbing some sugary and calorie dense, snack in a fit of starvation, because I promise you, the snack might boost your energy right now, but you will have a hard and sucky crash later on in the day. So try not to get into those patterns. And, if you're trying to reduce stress or you're wanting to focus more on, like slowing down and being mindful, try to schedule a small break in your day. Even if this break looks like you going to hide in the bathroom for 5 minutes or going to take a walk around the neighborhood, just to kind of separate yourself from everything and everyone for a moment and to take some deep breaths into your body to kind of just like reconnect and get grounded back in with yourself. Now, I don't want you to get like overwhelmed with these and be like, oh my God, man, I have to start adding in like 2-3 hours, a day for myself. You can literally start really small. 5 minutes here, 10 minutes here, 15 minutes here, 5 minutes for some movement or some breathing, a 10-minute walk or run around the neighborhood, and just get used to scheduling yourself into your day, even if that means like setting an alarm on your phone. Okay, this is my 15 minutes for me. Small steps lead to big changes. And then finally, ask for support. I know for some people it's hard to ask for support. This is something that so many people work through. I even had struggles with support for a long time. But create community. There are so many women just like you who need the exact same thing that you do, a break, especially if you have younger kids. So try something like rotating days where one mom watches the kids and then like you go out and you have your self-care day, and then maybe on Wednesday you watch the kids and then this mom goes out and have her self-care day. It literally takes a village. And, I encourage you to open yourself up to using your resources. So, I hope something that you heard here in my story or, in some of the tools or in the shares here has inspired something in you, or, you had like a bit of an aha moment. And I hope this was helpful. We are about to move into our meditation and our movement class in a moment, but I want to jump into the comment section right now and give you that link for that free gift that I was telling you about, the mindful eating guide. So I'm going to drop that link in here right now. And then I also would like to open up the floor for some questions or some comments, or if anything stuck out to you, or if something has worked for you in the past and you would like to share on how you are, being better about, putting your wellness first, or, anything. I just love to open the floor for some questions or some comments.
Well, it's funny, you were talking about scheduling time for yourself. I was doing that 5-minute thing. a while ago, and I was scheduling time to work out, and it's just I've gotten busy and I just let myself fall off the wagon. And I'm listening to this going, I know I need to do this. I just need to make the time, but I do have a tendency of putting everything else first. And yeah, thank you for this reminder. This is absolutely true. And I love what you were saying about like just the women learning to, what your experience was and what you noticed with all the moms at the shelter. It's really important. And it does take a village. When I was starting over, I was talking to other parents and we were all supporting each other and helping each other just more than anything. Like I was getting babysitting jobs and stuff, but I would sometimes need a night off and somebody else would watch my kids. And it was so important for your well-being. So thank you for sharing all this.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's so many women that I speak to, like that's kind of like the main thing is like, I have everything to do. I have kids to take care of, all these things. You completely forget about yourself, right? But when you have that like deep energy, when you can pull that energy out of yourself, literally you can rule the world and life can become more easier, but it's a skill set. It's not something that we're usually like, taught when we were kids. We didn't really see our moms do it, right? So it's like learning how to, create the balance. People are like balance. There's no balance in life, but it's about like learning how to really create the balance and really like taking your time, to learn how to like, all right, give myself 5 minutes here, give myself 10 minutes here. And it's a skill set, it's practice, it takes time, and it takes falling off the wagon and getting back on again, falling off the wagon, and getting back on to see what works for you. But self-care is absolutely imperative. Yeah. Cool. Hi.
Hi. I'm a little emotional with some of the stuff that you were saying, but it's so important, like you were saying, to give yourself permission, because I'm sorry. It's so hard when you have so much responsibility, and you have not just being a mom, because I am a mom and I, of course, also, a business owner and a leader and, a lot of things going on, and you always put yourself on the back burner. I loved, and with the spirit and the confidence in which you said it, because I think that that's what's so important, specifically when you are receiving information from someone, is that they're living it themselves. And I can see that you are, and how you are transformationally giving that to other people. And I received it, and hence why I'm emotional. Because when you said, the whole, you have to give yourself permission. And I'm sorry, I'm not looking in the camera, but I'm driving. But
no, please take care of yourself.
But it is so important to give ourselves the permission to put ourselves first, because if we don't, then everything in our life suffers.
Getting me emotional now, Angela.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah. So I want to thank you very much for your words of wisdom and, your kindness behind how you explained it and your story. It really touched me, and I think it lit a match in me for me to do something different. So thank you.
Oh, thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that. I'm so happy so honored to just, be able to support in any way that I can. Thank you for sharing. Awesome.
Yeah, I would say that I feel the exact same way as what Tisha and Angela have said, which is that I am the preeminent caretaker and everybody else comes first. And I don't take the time to take care of myself. And I like your suggestions on taking it slow and doing little bits at a time to build that memory muscle for self-care.
Absolutely.
And how important it is. And it's a really good reminder, and it's 100% true. And you can see it in you, how energized you are, that it's absolutely 100% right. So thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that. And I like what you said, it's building a muscle. It literally is, little baby steps lead to big change. And sometimes it can feel like daunting, like, oh my God, this 5 minutes, is it really going to do anything for me? But it really will. Tiny, tiny steps can lead to big change. So that kind of comes back to what I was saying about, like, your right might not look like your neighbor's is right. You might see someone else going full on, taking care of their wellness and stuff. And you're doing your 5 minutes here and your 10 minutes here. That's your journey. And if that works for you, then that's what's important. Tiny baby steps lead to big change. So yeah, absolutely. Thank you for sharing that. All right, this is beautiful. So shall we move? Shall we meditate and move? I'm gonna give us 60 seconds to like grab some water. I know Angela, you're driving, or for us to kind of get settled, getting onto like a yoga mat or a towel or carpet or whatever feels good for you. And I'm actually gonna change my screen. I'm gonna move my screen from here to the next one, and I will meet you back on the mat, on the camera in 60 seconds. Let's get ready to meditate and move our bodies, ladies.
Okay. Let's see. Make sure we're all good here.
All right, this is the virtual world. Cameras and computers moving everywhere. All right, so in a couple seconds, you ladies just let me know when you're back. You ready? All right, cool. We are ready. Let's see if I can get this to you. All right, it's fine. So can you see me fine on the mat? Everything is all good? All right, cool. Okay, so we're gonna start with the meditation first. Just really grounding in. Awesome. Okay, cool. All right, ladies. So just sit comfortably. Really get somewhere comfortable and just take a moment and close your eyes. Then from here, we're gonna take a big inhale. Then a nice big exhale. And then really feel your energy coming into your body. Take another big inhale. And on the exhale, just really get grounded into your seat. And then from here, I invite you to take a body scan. So kind of imagine like melting, buttery, beautiful gold, just coming down towards the crown of your head, and just very, very slowly, that gold is melting down your body. And as it's melting down your body, you're noticing every part of your body, starting from the head. So imagine you're scanning down your head, down your face, and just be present with yourself. Notice any sensations, any pains in your body, any emotions, thoughts coming up. Just be present with yourself. This is your time for you. The gold is now rolling down your neck, down your shoulders. Remember to breathe. Get deeper, deeper, deeper into the presence of yourself. The gold is rolling down your chest and your back now, down your tummy. The gold is rolling down. You're scanning and being with your hips and your pelvis now. Rolling down your thighs,
down your knees, your calves. And then you're going to release any scattered energy and stresses of the day out of your feet. You're going to give it away, give it to Mother Earth to take on, and allow ourselves to be much more grounded and present into the body, and giving our space to have these next 30 minutes for ourselves, for you. And I invite you throughout this time that we're exercising to really take the time to listen into your body's cues, moment by moment. I'll be on the screen supporting and leading you, but if you feel called to stretch in a certain way, or to move your body in a certain way, or to stay in a position longer than I give you that permission, to give yourself the permission to honor your body's cues and needs moment by moment. Really listen into your core. Take another big inhale. You're going to take a really deep exhale and bring your energy into your core and into your pelvic floor space. This is your powerhouse. This is where we hold our power. And then from here, if this feels good for you, you can repeat this to yourself, or you can repeat it out loud. We're going to say this 3 times. I call my power back from all times and all places. I am my own. Another big inhale. Exhale. And then again, I call my power back from all times and all places. I am my own. Good. One more inhale. And a big exhale. I call my power back from all times and all places. I am my own. One last breath. Feel what your body's feeling now before we start this workout. Notice what's coming up for you. And then when you're ready, open up your eyes. And then you're going to come onto the mat, onto the hands and knees position. I'm going to get some music started for us, and we are going to rock and roll. All right. So start on hands and knees. All right. Let's do it. It's gonna be fun. So wrists right underneath your shoulders, knees right underneath your hips. We're gonna start with some cat-cow. So really draw your belly button in and tuck your tailbone under, and drop your head and arch it up. Good. Round it through. Really draw your belly button in toward your spine and arch it up. Good. Feel what your body's feeling. Round it through and arch it up. Good. From here, I want you to separate your hips a bit and sink your hips back. Let your arms stretch forward and then just drop your head. So you're going to stretch here for a second. And breathe. Breathe into the sides of your ribs and your back. You're going to walk your arms all the way over to one side and take a side stretch here. Take your arms over to the other side. Side stretch here. Good. Bring yourself back to center, and then we're going to come back to hands and knees, and we're going to move with that cat-cow this time. So this time you're going to round your back, drop your head, sink it back. Press your forearms down and arch it up. Keep rolling. Round it back. And press it up. Good. 2 more. Round it back. And press it up. Good. Last time. Round it back. And press it up. Awesome. Back to hands and knees. Hips, circles. Around. Circles. Tuck it under. And switch sides. Hips, circles. Circle. Tuck it under. And circle. From here, take one arm off to the side. And we're going to twist it through. Nice upper body twist. Hold. 2, 3, and open up again. Good. Lengthen out. And then we're going to twist it through. Twist. 2, 3, and open up. One more time, take a twist. This time we're gonna drop it down. So bend the elbow for the hand that's holding you up and drop down to your shoulder and your ear. Hold and breathe. And bring it up. Awesome. Back to hands and knees. Other side. Arm goes out and twist it through. And hold. Keep your lower body steady if you can. And open up. Good. And again, twist it through. Nice rib twist, back twist, and open up. Last time, we're going to deepen it. Good. Drop it down. So you're going to drop down to your shoulder and your ear. And just breathe here. If you want to sink your hips back a little bit, you can. And back to hands and knees. Very good. Realign yourself. Wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Really focus on your core here. So think about pulling your belly button in and up toward your spine and holding that. We're going to go opposite arm, opposite leg, lengthen out. If this balance is hard for you, you can just keep the leg out. Try to hold. 2, 3, and bring it in. And extend. 2, 3, and bring it in. Last time, extend. 2, 3, and bring it in. Belly in, switch sides. Extend. 2, 3, bring it in. And out. 2, 3, bring it in. Last time, out. 2, 3. Back to hands and knees. Awesome. From here, we're going to go into a straight arm plank position to transition into a yoga downward dog. So being mindful of how your body is feeling. If something does not feel good, please honor what you need and take a rest if you need to. From here, let's bend both knees, push your hips a little higher. And then we're going to straighten the right leg to press the right heel down to the floor and switch. Speed it up. We're gonna switch. Switch, switch, switch for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring those hips a little higher. One more stretch here. Back to straight arm plank position. We're gonna hold. 2, 3, and bring it down. Very good. Cool. So from here, let's flip over. Come on to sit on your butt here. So you want to have your hips, knees, and ankles in the same line here. You're propped up on your heels. We're going to do a cat-cow position in this position. So hands behind your thighs. You're going to bring the chin to the chest and round. Hold. 2, 3, and lift it up. And you're going to round. Hold. 2, 3, and lift it up. Very good. Let's take the right foot and place that down on the floor and extend the left leg. I'm going to take my left hand over my right knee and open up. Nice big twist, long spine, core pulled in. And release. Again, open up. Nice twist. And release. Let's switch sides. Good. Take your hand here. We're gonna open. And take it forward. And open. And bring it forward. Very good. Come back to that starting position, propped up onto your heels, hips, knees, and ankles in the same line. Let's bring the arms forward. Pull the shoulders down and away from the ears. Bringing your chin to your chest, starting to work that core. Tuck the tailbone under, create a rounded C-curve spine, and lower down to where a belt would be on your waist. And you're gonna hold, 2, 3, and come on up. Awesome. Again, roll it down. Hold, 2, 3, and bring it up. Last time, rolling all the way down. Roll it down, very slowly. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. From here, let's just bring the feet flat on the floor, knees back. You're just gonna let your knees knock side and side. Stand some movement in your hips, kind of window washers. Good. And let's bring it back to center here. And we're gonna bring the legs into tabletop. So which means knees are right over the hips and shins are parallel to the floor. Hands to the sides. Belly button pulls in. We're gonna tap and up. Tap
Good. Tap, connect with your core, your powerhouse. The more you're connecting with that core, the more you're connecting with your body, the more you're telling yourself that you are present and listening with yourself. Good. 2 more each side. Really draw that core in, making sure that your lower back is not arching, protecting your lower back. Last one here. Good. Keep your legs where they are. Take your arms up to the sky. And from here, core tight. Pull your belly in. We're going to go opposite arm, opposite leg lengthens. And back in. Check in with your body to make sure that this feels safe for you. Out. You don't want your lower back to be overarching. So really pull your belly button in and maybe even bring your knees a little closer if you feel like you're arching too much. Keep going. 2 more each side. Out. Out. One more side. Out. And out. Very good. Hug the knees in and rock side to side for a second. We're going to bring those legs back to where they were. Take the hands behind the head. Crunches here. Lift it up. Curl it up and down. Up. Take it up. Up. Good. Keep going. Up. Really lift to the tips of the shoulder blades. Keep going. Up. 2 more. Up. And up. Awesome. Hug the knees in for a sec. We're going to bring those feet flat down onto the floor for glute bridges. So hips, knees, and ankles are in the same line. Let's lift and lower. 2. Really squeeze your butt as you lift. Good. And 4. Good. Keep going. 5. Good. 6. Push 7. 8. 2 more. 9. Last one. Stay up at the top. 10. Hold it here. Little pulses. Tiny ones. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it here for 4, 3, 2. Slowly, bone by bone, lower it down. Very good job. Bring your legs back to that tabletop position. You're going to bring your head, neck, and shoulders up. And from here, really draw that core in. We're going to extend one leg and switch. Switch. If this bothers your neck, take your hands behind your head and modify here. Switch and switch for 4. Keep breathing. 3. Good. 2. 1 and 1. Awesome. Hug it in. And let's just give your hips a little love. Circle out your hips, butterflies. And then take it the other direction. Circle it around. We're going to roll it up. Lengthen those legs out long. So you can do it 2 ways. You can either lengthen your legs out long, or if you feel it's a little hard for you, you can bend your knees in for this exercise. So what it looks like is arms up to the sky, chin to your chest, flex those feet, roll yourself up and over. And then slowly, bone by bone, lower yourself back down. If you need some support, bend those knees a little bit, prop up onto your heels, and same thing. Roll it up, and then slowly fill it back down. If you need some more support, grab behind your thighs, walk yourself up, round it over, and lower it down. If you're going for the full ride, let's keep going for 5 more. For 5, and lower. 4, and lower. Good. Keep going. 3, and lower. 2 more. 2, and lower. Last one. Let's do it. Roll it up and stay at the top. Very good. I'm going to cross my legs to bring you back onto that hands and knees position. Press that into the shoulder again, knees under the hips. We're going to take one leg back. Flex that foot, lifting up and down for the glutes. Good. Going. Keep that leg straight. Push the heels away from you. Work that booty and keep the core engaged. Good. From here, we're going to bring the knees in and back. In towards the ceiling. In. Good. Keep pushing. Good. Keep going. 2 more. One, stay up at the top. Pulse at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Lengthen that leg out. Little pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Separate those hips. Take a nice stretch back, child's pose for a second. Take a little breather here. Good, and then bring it back up onto hands and knees. Take that other leg back behind you. Flex the foot, same thing, up and down, up. Keep pushing, keep that core engaged. Keep going, good. Push it up, knee and back. 2, good. 3, 4, keep going. Good. Good. One more. Pulse it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, core tight 6, 5, 4, push 3, 2, 1. Good. Lengthen that leg out. 10, 10, 9, push 8, breathe 7. You got it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's stretch it back again. Check in with your body. How are you feeling? Breathe here. Just kind of sway your hips side to side to relieve that a little bit. Beautiful. Good. From here, let's flip back onto the back again. Coming back here. Bring your legs back into that tabletop position. Take those legs up and flex the feet. One leg at a time. It's going to lower. We're going to lower and lift. If it feels good for you and you need to, take your hand like a diamond and place it underneath your hips for a little hip support. Lower and lift. Down. Down. Good. Let it go. Let go of all the stress of the day. All life stresses, be with yourself. Yeah. Keep going. Down. Down. 2 more. Down. Down. Last one. Down. And down. Very good. Hug those knees in. Rock side to side. Last thing here for the core, bicycle abs. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders up. Hands behind the head. We're going to twist this out. Twist. Twist. Good. Twist. Twist. Good. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Hug it in. Rock side to side. From here, I want you to roll all the way over onto one side. Hips, knees, hips and knees are in the same line. You're going to take that bottom arm right underneath you here, and then take the top arm to meet it. Keep your lower body steady. Let's open up. And give yourself a nice chest stretch. Let your head roll with you. Open up your chest and shoulders. Let go of any tension in your chest, in your heart center, in your shoulders. Breathe here. Good. Bring it back. One more time. Open up. Breathe. Hold. 2. And release. Good. Let's switch over to the other side. Hope you all are doing good. We are almost done. A little bit more fire to go, and then we're done. Bring it here. Hips and knees in the same line. Open it up. And breathe. Let go. Release. Breathe. And bring it forward. And hold. And open up. And breathe. Good. And back to center. Awesome. Stay right where you are. Prop up onto your elbow and bring your legs forward just a teeny bit. Throw your core in, and we're gonna lift, lower, up, down. Good. Up. Good. Up. Keep pushing. Up. And up. Circles. Up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and reverse. Take it forward. Good. 5, 6, 7. Hold it here. Little pulses. Tiny ones. Core is tight. 4, 3, 2,
and 1. Very good. Bring your legs forward here. Clams, open and close and keep the heels together. Open and close, core engaged. Good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more, 7, last one, 8. Very good. From here, grab one of your ankle. We're going to take a nice quad stretch. So lower down, pull that leg back, push your hips forward, and breathe into the front of your thigh. Good. Breathe here. Awesome. And then release. Other side. Drop up onto your elbows. Bring your legs forward, and we're gonna lift and down. 2. Good. Pushing the heel away from you, lengthening through that leg. Good. 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 9. Last one. 10. Circle for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, reverse. 8, breathe. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, pulses here. Pulse 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. There we go. Bring those legs forward, heels together. Clam. Open and close. 2. Good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more, 7, last one, 8. Very good. Let's grab the front of that leg. We're going to pull back, nice thigh stretch. Breathe in here. Lower down, that feels good. Good. Let's come lie in the back. Take a stretch for your glutes that you just worked. You're going to take one ankle, place it over the opposite knee. You can just hold here for a sec. This might be as far as you want to go. Just hold and breathe. If you want to take it a little further, grab behind the thigh and maybe even push the knee away a bit. And then you can rock side to side a little bit. Nice glute hip stretch here. Nice job. We're winding down now a bit. And then let's switch sides. Take that other ankle and just hold here if this feels good for you. This might be as far as you go today. You want to take it deeper, grab behind that thigh. And maybe push that knee away a little bit. And then breathe here. Take a rock side to side if you want to. Beautiful. From here, grab behind those thighs and come back up to sit. You're going to face forward here. And if this feels good for you, take the soles of the feet and bring them together. So the closer your heels are to your body, the harder it is. The further away, the less pressure it'll be. So find your space here. Hands on your ankles, and then take your elbow, and maybe just take a rock side to side, just to kind of ground into the space here. And then take your elbows and press your knees down towards the floor with a flat back, lean your body forward, and just breathe here. And gently roll it up. Good. And again, press down. And gently roll it up. Very good. You're going to take your right leg out. And then turn your body towards your foot. And then take a stretch forward. Try not to press your hands directly on your kneecaps. You never want to put pressure on a joint. So grab for your ankle, or your calf, or your foot. And just breathe here. And then from here, we're just going to take a nice side stretch over. Opening up the side body. Good. And then release. Other side, bring this heel in, lengthen out here. And then turn toward your leg and take a nice stretch here. And then come on back to center and then take a side stretch here. Really try to keep this hip down. Breathe. Very good. Bring it back to center. Clasp your hands together here and then just bring your chin to your chest and round it forward. Take the arms up. And then bring it back. Shoulders down, chin up, chest up. Awesome. And take the ear over to the shoulder and relax the opposite arm, breathing here. And then bring your chin forward. Good. Bring your head back to center. Take the hand over to the other side. And bring it forward here. Good, and then bring that back to center. Take the shoulders, roll it back. Roll, bring it forward, roll it forward. Good, let your head roll to one side. And switch sides. Good, bring it back to center. And take a big inhale up. And then take an exhale down. And then we're gonna take one more big inhale up. Now this exhale, close your eyes. Good, and then just come back into your body. Bring all your energy back into your body again, because you might have scattered during all the movements. Just feel your energy, you can call it in. I call my energy back into my core, back into my heart, back into my body. And take a breath and just see what your body's feeling like now in comparison to how you felt before you began the workout. You know, it was a short one, but it doesn't take a long workout to boost your endorphins and to make your body feel like more alive. So feel what you're feeling now in comparison to the beginning. You're gonna take one more big inhale, and on this exhale, I invite you to thank yourself for taking this time for yourself to move your body. And I invite you to thank your body for getting you through these last, few minutes of movement and exercise, whatever that might look like for you. Really thank yourself and really remember this feeling and know that you deserve to move and to feel good in your body. You deserve it. You have the permission to. So again, one more big inhale. And then on the exhale, open up your eyes. And we are done for today. Thank you so much for your attention and for being present and for moving and for taking care of yourself and for being present. This has been amazing. If you haven't already, look in the comments section, and I left the free gift, the Mindful Eating Guide, 7 simple steps to use your body's cues to listen into your intuition, to release and keep off weight for the long term. So you can grab your guide there. And for any of you women on the call, if anyone is interested in learning more about what I do, or you just kind of want to talk about where you are with your fitness and just have a chat about yourself, about Intuitively Fit, I'm offering a free 30-minute intuitive strategy call. And in this call, you'll get clear on the areas that you're struggling with wellness, fitness, and nutritional practices. You'll discover what it is that you actually and truly want for your own health, weight, and wellness. And you'll identify any obstacles that keep stopping you in your tracks. And we can create a plan together for how you can move forward toward what you discover that you truly want around your fitness and wellness. So if you're interested, I'll drop my calendar link in the comments as well, and grab a spot on my calendar and let's chat and get to know each other. But before we close out, are there any other questions or anything for me? I'm actually gonna click onto this one. All right. Hi. Moving around cameras and stuff like that. This was awesome. Okay. All right. Any questions or anything? All good. All right.
That was great. Thank you so much for doing this today. Ladies, anybody else have anything they want to add?
It was just perfect. No, don't need to ask anything, but it was wonderful. Thank you.
Oh, yay. I'm so happy. I will.
Amazing.
Yay. I love it. How are you ladies feeling right now?
Super good. And my body's saying it should do
Yeah.
this every day.
Cool. I love it. Even if it's just a few minutes, you know what I mean? 10 minutes here, 15 minutes there. That will be definitely helpful. I'm just dropping my calendar link here. Did it go through? There we go. Okay, cool. Awesome. So it was so amazing being with you all. And yes, I just dropped the link to my calendar there. You can follow me if you have Instagram, Intuitively Fit _360_coaching. You can find me on Tisha's page. Let's stay connected and, let's communicate and all that. I'm super happy to be a part of this community and to have supported you all today.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And thank you, ladies. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Hi, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Bye.
Thank you. You're wonderful. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye.